Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, my name is Kaylin and I'm finishing off my no-buy month today for the month of October, and I decided to make a video about some of the low-cost things we've been doing over the last month and about Halloween. Happy Halloween everyone. And yeah, as soon as I woke up my kids wished me happy Halloween, which is funny to me because nobody has ever said that to me other than them. Like I'm used to being wished happy Christmas but not really happy Halloween, but they get just as excited about Halloween as they do about Christmas. And yeah, I was just going to talk about some of the like low cost ways we're celebrating it. I haven't spent any money specifically on like Halloween this year because of my no buy, and I've been trying to just be creative with what I already have, and we have plenty and I haven't felt like we needed to buy anything else for it. So the like bat hairband I've had for I don't know how many years, like maybe 7. I wear it every single Halloween and it has got bent lots of times, but I just kind of bend it back into shape. I have a Halloween dress that I tend to wear, but I just tried it on and I could hardly breathe in it, so I've just changed to a black outfit. I found like a sparkly jumper and just a black dress that I wear all the time, and I'm going to wear that instead. So today we are going to the Mac, which is like an art gallery in Belfast, and the girls are going to a Halloween party at it, and this was pre-booked and prepaid. It's like 2 hours where I basically get time to myself while they go off and have fun. And but other than that, we're going to be doing like home-based like activities. And yeah, we're just going to, last night we sat down and made like egg carton ghosts together. So if you just cut out the tallest parts inside the carton and paint them, and we did that and made little ghosts, which we'd done another year, and the girls really enjoyed that. We're probably going to do like bobbing for apples. I'll think about if I want to do any other games. Sometimes I make up my own games, like pin the stalk on the pumpkin or the face on the pumpkin and things like that, where I'll draw it out and stick it to the wall, and then I just use like a scarf as a blindfold, and they really enjoy that. I'll see how much time we have, because while we're in town I was thinking about going to the free Halloween trail, which is just, there's like a map you can get online and then you just go around and find the monsters. I don't know if they're like inflatable ones, I haven't seen it yet, but yeah, that's like a free activity for Halloween. And I actually can't believe how quickly this week is gone, because I feel like now I'm trying to squeeze in stuff before they go back to school. And sadly my partner isn't off for Halloween because it's like his favourite thing in the world. He's working today, tomorrow and the weekend, so yeah, that wasn't great, but he might come trick-or-treating with us tonight, we'll see. We're taking a friend of the girls, like a neighbour of ours, with us trick-or-treating, so they'll enjoy that. They've got costumes that I got from Vinted for them, so one is Ladybug from like Miraculous, and one is, she got like a bat kind of costume, but it's got like a pumpkin looking top. It's hard to explain, but she's happy with it, so that's the main thing, because it's quite hard to please her. Yeah, we're just gonna go around like our neighborhood, and they have little buckets they can reuse from years ago, and I think it was good getting like a sturdier kind of bucket. I think it was actually a gift from a friend, and they've just used those every single year for it. I think Halloween is really easy to do on a budget, and it's just like one of those things where you can celebrate it however you want. We didn't celebrate it when I was a kid because like my family were like religious and they didn't really agree with it. Plus at that time I don't feel like it was a big thing here. It's only recently become like a big celebration. And I like sometimes going around. Sometimes we do a drive around and look at the Halloween decorations at night. I haven't done that yet this year. We did it one year and nobody seemed to have decorated that year, so it was kind of a flop, but the kids enjoy having milk and cookies in the car and just looking out for lights and things. We do the same at Christmas time, so I'll see if we have time to do that. I'm not sure yet. Yesterday we went to the library, and I was in kind of a low mood yesterday and I didn't feel motivated to do much, but we went to the library and it really kind of lifted my spirits, and it always does because the staff there are so nice and welcoming. And it's in a very kind of old, like dilapidated building, but like they make the most of it. They've done like loads of decorations for Halloween, and they set up these little like stands of all the new books they've got in, and they make these like Waterstones, like the bookshop style stickers that either say new on them and they stick it on the books, or they put like a little description or a review based on like if a librarian has read the book, and I find that really helpful. I always want to get out the books that they've recommended because there's one librarian in particular who has the same taste in books as me, and I know I'm gonna like them if she recommends them. So I got a book called The Bell Witches. I've only read like a third of it. It's kind of a lighter read than I would usually pick up, but I have found it like a fun read so far, and I am very quickly working my way through it. And I specifically wanted like a Halloween read. I like reading like seasonally kind of themed books that go with whatever's going on, and I just was in the mood for something like that, so I picked it up. And it makes you feel really rich coming away from the library because you have like interactions with people while you're there, but then also just like, I just find it's like the same kind of feeling you get from shopping, only you haven't spent any money and you come home with all these books that you're excited about. And it's kind of nice to get lots of hardbacks too, because I would never buy myself a hardback book if I ever do buy a book, just because they tend to be expensive, and I more often would buy secondhand books when I've bought them in the past. But it's nice to get to read it, and then you don't have to kind of feel like, what do I do with this, when you're done with it? Because unless I really love a book, I don't tend to keep it after I've finished with it because I'm unlikely to reread it. So I usually will try and pass it on to someone, or I'll sell it or give it away. But when you're done with it with the library, you can just hand it back and someone else can enjoy it. So yeah, we did that, and we went swimming, and my daughter was really happy because she's been dreading her swimming lessons recently, but her teacher gave them all a lollipop at the end for Halloween. And you don't have to do like loads of pre-arranged activities to make it fun. Like, we happen to have a couple of things booked in advance, but we haven't gone like overboard with that, and I have made a point of not spending any money on it this year. Like last year I would have bought party supplies for it. Like, I remember we had this big cardboard skeleton platter that you laid all the sweets out on, and the kids did love it, but then it's such a waste because it just goes straight in the bin when you're finished with it, and you can't really reuse it because it's had food all over it and it's paper. And then like the usual things like party cups and plates, and like we got a plastic tablecloth with a Halloween design on it. I haven't done any of that this year, and I don't feel like it's affected our enjoyment of it. You can just use what you already have. We have some ghost lights that we got a few years ago, which we have in the front garden. And we have the pumpkins that the girls did at the pumpkin patch, plus we got a couple of pumpkins with our grocery shop, and they carved them at home using like a little carving kit that we got like last year, I think it was, and they really enjoyed that. And then that they act as decorations outside your house too. Inside I've just put out things like, I have these little crochet pumpkins I got at a craft fair a few years ago, and we have little needle felt ones that we made ourselves last year, and I really like using homemade decorations. There's no need to go out and buy loads of stuff just for it to either end up in your shed or your bin. Like, I find that most decorations you buy nowadays that are made for a seasonal like celebration aren't lasting, and they just fall apart immediately after, or there's something else to bin. So it's felt good to be less wasteful in that way this year, and I don't feel like it has made it any less fun. It's not the things that you buy that make something fun, it's the spirit of it and what you put into it, and like the people you're with, and just you being creative with the resources you already have. Like, I always have candles on hand, even if they're just tea lights, and that creates an atmosphere. I'm going to make sweet and sour chicken tonight and deep fry the chicken, and then I picked up like a kind of Chinese platter thing from like when we were doing the grocery shop that was on offer, so we can have that as like a starter. And it doesn't have to be like elaborate. I don't feel like we need a fancy dessert or anything because the kids are going to be having loads of sweets anyway. after dinner we'll be going around to do their trick-or-treating, and our dog has his little bat wings to wear, although I'll put a clip in of that. I don't know if he actually likes them, so we might limit how much he has to wear them. I'm kind of on the fence about whether or not to take him trick-or-treating with us, because I think he would enjoy the walk, but I don't know if he'll like the fireworks. But equally, I don't know if he would want to be left home alone with the fireworks, so we'll see at the time. And yeah, I just wanted to kind of share some ideas about how you don't have to spend loads of money to have a fun celebration, and it all comes from you. It doesn't come from the stuff you buy or the shop. And yeah, I don't know if you are a fan of Halloween or not, but even if you're not, like, I feel like it helps to have little celebrations like throughout the year, like things that you can look forward to and that break things up and just give you like a little focus, like something to prepare for. That's the reason why I like it. And I like to do the same with like Easter, Valentine's Day, Christmas, like, and just have reasons to eat basically, and reasons to like decorate and have a party. So yeah, I hope you have a good day, and I'll make another video soon. I'm going to share some clips of some of the things that we've been up to, and I'll put in mostly low cost things. The only things that we actually paid for in advance were the pumpkin patch, and then the girls are going to this little party this morning. So we haven't spent much at all on it, and it has still been like a really enjoyable season. And I'm going to make myself a pumpkin latte later and read my witchy book and just like create atmosphere with fairy lights and sitting in the dark. That's another thing that I've done, is I've like stocked up on popcorn and crisps and stuff, and just kind of put them in the cupboard for whenever we have a movie day. And we did that with Hocus Pocus, and I might do another Halloween movie if we have time this afternoon and get snacks out, and the kids love that just as much as going to the cinema, if not more. So yeah, let me know if you are doing anything for Halloween, or if you have any ideas to do with decorations and just generally celebrating. And whenever there's a holiday, do you do anything low cost that you'd like to share below? Just let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching, and feel free to subscribe if you haven't already, and have a great day. Bye.
Careful where you tread. Some buried folks don't stay buried and are likely to grab you around the ankle and pull you down with them. Now, I don't have to dig a grave for everybody buried here.